Hey, morning. It's time for another meditation. I had some stuff on my mind recently. I've been doing a lot of pondering on the nature of God. You ask people what God's nature is, and some people will say all loving, kind, caring, all powerful, loves you and me. These are things that people would describe as God's nature, and I mean, that's kind of true. It's kind of true, but it's at the same time, it's missing a side of the story. First of all, let's define what God's nature is, or what Mother Nature is. See, we learn that God is all around us. And I believe that to be true. You walk outside and you're bathing in the glory of God called sunlight. Or in the mysticism of God called the moon. You're drinking the essence of God every time you engulf some water. The same essence that purifies the earth when it falls from the sky. You bite into an apple, you're biting into the essence of the Creator. But just like there's something about God's nature that's the beautiful sun and the warm summer day, there's something about God's nature that's a thunderstorm as well. There's something about God's nature that's the hurricane. Something about God's nature is the cunning of the snake. Or the loyalty and playfulness of a dog. Or the curiosity of the cat. Something about God's nature is the bumblebee. But at the same time, something in God's nature is the lion that walks around full of pride. Something about God's nature is the shark. 1,000 pounds of mean. Swimming through the water at 30, 40 miles an hour. A predator. Because God's nature is a reflection of God herself. Something about God's nature is the elephant, a gentle giant, smart, intelligent. It's so conscious and cognizant of life around it that it'll dance and jump up and down just so it won't step on the small field mice. It's that particular. Something about God's nature is the eagle that spreads its wings and looks down on the world below. Something about God's nature is human. Remember, we were made in God's image. Something about God's nature is just like you and me. Remember, she's a jealous God. And I think that we don't acknowledge every aspect of God's nature, because every aspect of God's nature is every aspect of our nature. We think that we're imperfectly made and that anger is a bad thing, but once again, something about God's nature is the thunder. We get in a mode where sometimes we get lazy and we don't feel like doing anything. Something about God's nature is the sloth. But you've been taught that very important pieces of your nature are bad or are evil. If God's nature can be as prideful as the lion, then so can you. You just have to learn how to tame it, how to tame that inner lion. But sometimes a lion's gotta roar. Sometimes a lion's gotta roar. Sometimes even we're ashamed of our fear, and something about, just like something about God's nature is a predator, something about God's nature is the prey. Something about God's nature gets scared sometimes. Something about God's nature has to fight for its life. But that's okay. That's a part of nature. That's a part of the universe. And if God is a reflection of the universe and we're a reflection of God, then why be ashamed of what's in your nature? Learn about the cycles and the balance that is within nature, and you'll learn about how your internal cycles and how to balance yourself just by tuning in. You've been going against your nature. we've been going against God. Like I said, we are the essence of God's nature. The same calcium in our bones is the same calcium in the stones. We have carbon and magnesium and 70% water, just like the earth is 70% water. We are a reflection of God. We are God's nature. And we are deteriorating. As nature has been destroyed, we've been slowly chipping away very vital parts of our essence. The farther and farther we get from harmony with nature, the farther and farther we get from harmony with God. It's some good shit, man. Saying sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be the shark. Some of us been tapping into our sheep for so long. And we don't do nothing but eat grass. The whole world out there, we just in the field eating grass. Working in the fields while somebody takes the skin and the hair off our back and turns it into a shirt and wears that shirt proudly. We just eating grass. And when the predators come, we know how to defend ourselves, because we just been spending so much time eating grass. It's a beautiful day. I'm gonna eat some grass. Don't got no survival skills. Wolf come, bear come, you easy pickings. No survival skills, just eating grass. And making more sheep. Forgot that. That'd be hella sheep. You've been in your sheep so long, you forgot that something inside of you is the bear. Is the wolf. Is the tiger. Is the panther. So even a house cat, hell. Don't let nobody tell you that what's in your nature is bad or evil. What's evil is going against nature itself. Yeah, destroyed most of the trees, the Earth's natural defense system against pathogens and stuff. Remember, they breathe in negative energy and push out positive energy, or what they've called oxygen. Now we got diseases flying around. now the temperature of the earth fluctuates wildly. We done dammed up all the rivers, so now food and fruit can't go abundantly. The animals ain't got nothing to eat and drink. So most of them are gone. You've thrown God out of balance. You went to war with God. You went to war with nature, trying to tame it. And wondering why it feels like God has abandoned you. It ain't went nowhere. I'm looking at it. Hi, God. You are a reflection. You ain't go up here into you God's child. You keep saying a child has to take after his parent. Come on now. What's up, God? Let me know in the comments if any of y'all have been feeling a little godly lately. You want to tap into your godhood for real? You want to study, you want to learn about God, learn about God's nature. It'll teach you about the self. I think we can end off right there. Yeah.